back to the channel. My name is Luna and this is the Lunagalaxy, and we are happy to have you here. So what we're going to be doing today, I'm going to be going into a walkthrough of one of my favorite mods that I cannot live without in my build mode. If you haven't heard of TwistedMexi, definitely get familiar with them. They do make a couple of mods, but this one is actually going to be looking into the specific mod Better Build By. It does a range of different things for you. It gives you a first-person camera in build mode. It organizes all of your packs and your kits. It gives you an extend to the buy category, and it also organizes your debug and your live edit objects. So a lot of things we're going to get into, a lot of things that we're going to show and express, and I will have TwistedMexi's link down below, but you can also always find it in my Google document that has a list of mods that I use and that I recommend. So with no further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started, and we're going to get into our build mode. Alright, so first things first, if you haven't seen the video, definitely go check out the video where I show you how to download mods, places where to download mods, and how to get them into your game. We're not going to go over that right now because it's a topic I've already hit, so be sure to check out that video going forward. And then another thing that you want to do is you want to put on your cheat codes. Those cheat codes are definitely bb.show hidden objects, bb.show live edit objects, and bb.ignore.gameplay unlocks entitlement. Once you put all of those in, you're going to make sure, because it's going to show you all of your debug items. Without that, it's not going to be able to organize it, so make sure you get those cheat codes in. So one thing that I do want to recognize, let's go ahead and just put a little room up really fast. We'll just grab one of these and just put this down so I can show you what that is. One of the hotkeys that I really enjoy when we're in live mode is being able to go first person. So usually you can only go first person when you are in the live mode, but with Better Build By, you can actually go first person in build mode. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit your tab button, and then you'll be able to go in first person. What I like to do, I like to zoom in with my camera a little bit better, hit my tab, and then I can just zoom on in first person while in build mode, just to check and see everything is where it needs to be. Now you need to be careful also, depending on how close you are. Sometimes the items may pan out and not delete, but it may go invisible and you can't see them. So I usually try and get pretty much as close as possible outside of the room, and then I pull in, and then I can hit my Q to go down and my E to go up. And you can also take pictures from this mode. If you don't want the grid, hit your G key, and that grid's going to go away. Hit it again, and it's going to come back. Now the G key is not with the TwistedMexi mod. That's just something that's hotkey that's always there. But this is definitely amazing when you want to take your screenshots right there in Build By, and you don't want to have to go make sure you have your sim. And now if you want to play test, yes, you have to be in live mode. But if you're just building and you know you don't need to play test it yet, you're not really overlapping anything, this is so handy for you to do, and you can easily take pictures right here and there. What I like about doing this in build mode is that you can do day and night shots anytime that you need it. So if you don't want to have the sun out and you specifically want a night shot, say I wanted to get this picture, say if it was a finished house, I wanted to get this backdrop here of what it looks like when it's in the city. And so I turned it to night mode, so now I can get all of this backdrop in here. The only thing is you will have this white line, so just, you know, be leery of that when you're doing the outer portions of it. But you can go in first person mode at any angle, anytime. If you want to take top shots, you can easily go into first person, and this is what I think is a lot easier because I can zoom in and get as close as possible. It is a little sensitive, but that's something that you can do with. Alright, so one of the other things that I absolutely love with our Better Build By TwistedMexi is when we go in to look for items. You see how we only have 2 rows? If you hit our 1 key, it will now extend it to have 5 rows. So we'll have now 5 rows to choose from, and we can see a lot more in that one amount of time. Anytime we want this column to go down, we hit our 1 again, and it goes back down. Now just be leery, sometimes it does get a little glitchy, but just keep your mod up to date and it should be fine. Anytime we're on any topic, we can just hit that 1 key and it's going to extend our our build by, right back down, hit 1, and it goes back down. This is probably one of my favorite features of build by, because sometimes it's kind of painful looking at those 2 rows. But I do try and use this as much as possible because it's just easier on the eyes. So as we're talking about our buying options, when we go down to our chair, this is objects by function. This is where you're going to see an extra category as you go down individually. It's going to come down and show us debug and our live edit. So now that we've typed in bb.show hidden objects, it now has all of our debug right here and organized, okay? So now we can easily scroll through here and look what we're looking for. Before, we had to type in show hidden objects, and we had to type in the asterisk debug. With Better Build By, we don't have to do that. It's right there. Then when we type in show live edit objects, we now have a live edit object section, and because we've typed that in, we now have all of these items organized there as well. This is another fantastic option that we want to have, and we still can extend our mode. It even goes further into organizing your debug. My transportation now has all of the debug and live edit vehicles, so they're easy to grab at any moment's notice. We have our boats, we have our buses, any DLC that you have that has these extra vehicles, we now have them. All of the bikes, we have our snowboards, all the things that we normally couldn't get our hands on or we just couldn't find. All of these are there. So I'm telling you, TwistedMexi's Better Build By is really a godsend. Other options that you have, if you are looking for specific items, say in a kitchen, that will also organize the debug and live edit objects with them. So as I click on my appliances here, there are a few items in here that are normally hidden that are showing up. And I know there's one. Okay, if we click on our kitchen decor, now there is stuff that is in our kitchen decor that's also debug and live edit objects along with our normal kitchen decor. So it doesn't just take it in its own section, it puts it by section of where it would fall in actually the categories. The same thing with our appliances. That's the one, our kitchen appliance, our smaller kitchen appliances. All of this is in here now in the respected category that it should be in. So I've been having so much more ease in finding items that I know would be kitchen decor, that I know would be living room, etc., etc. So it's really nice to have that organization there with our TwistedMexi Better Build By. So when we go over to our filter section, when you start this mod, you're going to have a section over here that wasn't here before. You're going to have a section for Better Build By. There are things that you can check on if you want to use them in your mod. So once you start this mod, go straight to your build mode and then go to this filter. You need to check what you want and then exit and save your game and then restart your game. So that's the little glitch. I wouldn't really call it a glitch. It's more of a save setting that you want your game to save. So me personally, in Better Build By, I always want to have organized debug, and I prefer to have move objects on. So this will keep move objects on. That's that little cheat that we don't have to do, but sometimes out of habit, I'm still typing it, but I'd rather just check mark it in case I do forget to have it on. If you want to click ignore locks or deletion protection, you can click those. I usually don't. It's not really any issue that I normally have. But anytime you click these, I would click this, and then I would go back and restart my game. But not only there. You see how I always have custom objects as well? So another thing that I always want to do is I want to go to content. I go to my content, and I always have, it always shows live edit, and I actually need to do debug as well. I don't know why I do that. It always shows, yeah, I need to check mark debug as well. I don't know why I did it. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. But when you go into this, you want to make sure your debug, live edit, and I personally use CC, so I keep my custom content checked. And so those are the 3 under content that I keep checked. Anytime you want to hide maxes, if there's anything that you purchased, anything that you unlocked, this is where the content is going to be if you want to filter that out. Those check marks are always checked for me. That's just something I know I'm always going to want. So I always make sure I have those check marked. And then of course, if you didn't check these the first time, you would have to check them and then restart your game, and they should always show up. Another great thing that TwistedMexi does is that normally we do have all of the packs organized. We have our base game, our expansion packs, our game packs, our stuff packs. Now the difference is our kits usually only show under kits without TwistedMexi. With TwistedMexi's build by, all of the kits are individualized now. So I can go through and it will highlight which kits I have, of course the kits I don't have, and then I can sort these out just like I could with any of my other packs. So that's another awesome thing that comes with TwistedMexi. And of course, if I no longer want to see Desert Lux, I would click on there and then get another one. One thing that I do suggest, always make sure you shorten your build by catalog before you go into your panel here. It just glitches pretty bad, and so I would suggest close your panel down by 1 before you go into filtering. Alright guys, other than that, that is the ease and how I use TwistedMexi's Better Build By. If I missed anything, just comment down below. I think I hit everything on the reasons why I use this mod and how to properly use this mod. But it is one that I do not go without. If I ever like diminish any of my mods, this is one that I personally like cannot live without as a builder. There are a couple of other mods from TwistedMexi that are definitely good for builders if that's what you want to go along. But like I said, check the link down below and always stay in contact with that Google document as I put TwistedMexi in there as well for you to use in any other mods that I use or that I recommend. Let me know what other mods that you prefer to use, any mods that you would like me to go over, and especially ones from TwistedMexi if you find some other ones that are much needed in our Sims game. So I appreciate you guys so much. Don't forget to check out any of the lives that we do over on Twitch. That is all linked down below. I usually stream Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and sometimes extra streams during the week, but those are the 2 scheduled days where you can catch a lot of our Sims games, Sims play with the community, and just hang out and get to know one another. So I appreciate you guys. Have a good rest of your day or night wherever you are, and this is Luna, Galaxy out.